You cry, holy, holy, holy to the King. All right. Thank you. Hello, good evening, viewers. It's good to hook up with you here once again. I am excited you are safe. I am excited. Whatever is happening right now has not and will not consume you. These too shall pass because we are going through a very wonderful time right now, and it is not just on this side in Nigeria, it is a global thing. Everywhere in the world, they are feeling, they are having their bit of this whole thing. May the strength of God sustain us all in Jesus' name. Yes, it's a while now. I just want to, um, should I say, correct a notion, a mindset. Yes, I want to encourage someone who is thinking is in a wrong relationship, someone who is thinking is in a wrong marriage, someone who is thinking is he embarked on a wrong project, someone who has been thinking all along that he missed it from the beginning. Oh, I made a mistake, by marrying who I'm married to. I married the wrong person. I am with the wrong partner or spouse. It might not be. It might not be. And this usually happens, or this mindset is built over time when uh, they look like, okay, you were sure God led you to enter into a relationship with who you are with right now, either courtship or you are married. So in that marriage or that courtship or that relationship, that partnership in that business, that project you embarked on, you heard clearly from the beginning that it was God that led you to it. And so somewhere along the line, you are encountering all sort of itches, all sort of pains, disappointment. Things are not just in place. Things are like falling apart, and you concluded, oh, I'm with the wrong person. Oh, I am not in the will of God. I made a mistake. Oh, after all, I missed it. Now, it is not a guarantee that God said from the beginning. It's not a guarantee that things are going to work expressly without issues. No, that is what I want to encourage or want to correct this evening by this short video. That God said, or the will of God is not a is not a guarantee that it will be each free. So don't buy into the lies of the devil that you are not in the will of God, that you made a mistake. Now, even if you made a mistake, for instance, in marriage, you're already married to the person. Don't come and kill yourself. Don't come and die. Please, we need you. Please, I need you out there. Like you are watching this video right now, I need you. The world needs you. Your generation is waiting, for that beautiful those potentials in you to come up alive. I'm waiting for that smile on you. I'm waiting to see that smile. I'm waiting to see when you pick up your yourself and put smiles on people's faces. So please don't kill yourself because you feel you're in a mistake. Because now, even if it was not God that led you, because it do happen, but at the end of the day, God is still on the throne. God is the one that can solve issues like that. So why not dust yourself? Why not pick up the remaining pieces of yours and, okay, what can I do? How can I right this wrong? Okay, so that is what you should be thinking about right now. You don't want to live in that regret and in depression, and because that's what the devil wants you to do. That's how the devil wants the way you are feeling right now, dejected, rejected, depressed, always weeping, your pillows wet every night and all of that. That is the state that the devil wants you to be. But I've come this evening to tell you, hey girl, hey guy, dust yourself from that particular position or state and be cheerful. Find solution. Talk to people. I realize that most of the times we just go over our issues and we don't share with the right people, because sometimes we are sharing people with the wrong people. So please look for who you can talk to that can be of help. There are so many people out there that will be of help to you in situations like that. Don't just close your mouth. Please come out of that shell. Come out of that like that corner the devil carved out for you, and dust yourself to life. Pick up your life and you live again. So even if it was a mistake, I like you to right that wrong. You see, depending on how we go about things, you can actually make a beast out of your spouse or a wonderful angel. It all depends on how we go about things. It all depends on knowing what you are doing. There are things you need to know, you apply them, and you are good to go. Look, we've been on this journey for a while now, over 2 decades, over 2 decades, yes, and God has proven Himself to be faithful. Please, it can be, it can be right. You can make it. So even if it was a mistake, dust yourself, get out of that self pity and live again. Now, if you establish, because there are so many people that established it was they were in the will of God, they began in the will of God. You hear people when they come for counseling, they tell Pastor Mercy, I knew how I started. I knew God told me about it. I knew He was the one for me. I knew she was the one for me. I prayed. I even got confirmation that it was the will of God for me to do. It was the will of God for me to be with this person. But what is happening today, I cannot understand, and all of that. Yes, God said, and God is still saying, it was the will of God. It is still the will of God. Somewhere along the line, human beings happens. We can, depending on how we go about things, we can alter what God intends to do. We can be distracted away from the principles and the way of God, such that we are not going about things the way we should. So it brings these itches. So, but my point this evening, another point, is that it is the will of God does not mean it will not be fought. Does not mean that it will not be battled. It doesn't. It's not a guarantee that the devil will not fight it. And hey, let me even tell you that the fact that it is the will of God, the fact that you are in the will of God, the fact that it is God, you are in the purpose of God, is the more reason why the devil want to give it a fight, because anything that is in the will of God, any will of God from the Bible days till forever, is being fought. The devil will fight it. So that it's even an indication that you're in the will of God. And that is why you don't have to accept the lies of the devil that your own is finished. That because you made mistake, that is why all this thing is happening. It is not true. I come to tell you this evening that it is not true. It is not because um, you made mistake. It is because the devil fought the will of God in the Bible days. He's still fighting the will of God. So yours is not an exception. I mean, he said to the disciples, separate unto me Paul and Barnabas. For those of you that are familiar with the scriptures, with the Bible,